this is my first video of 2017 because I didn't film anything in January or December or November. It's been a while since I filmed a video. I know, but a lot has happened. I'm gonna talk all about it inside of this video, and I'm gonna go over my current favorites. So if you're interested in hearing about what has been happening in my life and in my business and all the amazing stuff that I've gotten to experience over the last few months, then you're gonna wanna stay tuned. Okay, so first, let's talk about updates because this is sort of the question of the hour. I've literally been getting email after email, message after message. Hey, you should make more videos. Hey, where are your videos? Why aren't you posting? Are you posting anything soon? Did you quit YouTube? The answer is no, I did not quit YouTube, so do not worry. It's just been kind of a whirlwind last few months. Like the latter half of last year has been amazing. My life has completely changed in the last year. I mean, if you've watched some of my more the most recent videos, which I know have been months and months ago, you'll kind of get an idea of what I've been doing. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to think of a way to organize my thoughts because I have so many things to talk about. And I'm like, okay, where do I start? Okay, so I started my business. Everything was going amazing. I've been able to help so many people. I think as a coach, one of the most rewarding parts is not just the income and the freedom that I get from doing that, because yes, I've made over 6 figures in the last year. Yes, I quit my 9-to-5 job and I get to do what I love to do full time. Yes, I've been featured in newspapers and magazines and radio stations and podcasts and things like that. But more importantly, it's the clients that I work with. I think that has been just the biggest reward for me. I got a message from one of my clients today and she said, your coaching has not only changed my business, it has changed my life. And that to me, I mean, when you hear something like that, changing someone's life, I mean, that's a big deal. And the fact that I am able to do that, I think is so humbling, but it's also empowering to know that what I've known for a very long time, what I have desired to do for a very long time, which is to just help people. It's one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel, honestly, is to just help, that it's actually coming to pass, and it has come to pass, and I'm seeing it kind of in so many different forms, and so many amazing things are coming up in this year. It's almost, I don't want to say it's overwhelming because I feel like these are things that I've called into my life, so I'm not surprised by them because all of them are desires and all of them are things that I conjured up or envisioned years ago, months ago, whatever the case is. So I'm not surprised that they're happening, but I'm very excited that they're happening. So I'm gonna be all over the world, literally, this year, speaking at different events. I have an event that I'm speaking at this weekend here in Miami. I'm going to Seattle, I'm going to London, I'll be in DC, I'll be in other parts of Florida, I'll be in Las Vegas. I'll be all over the country speaking, sharing my message, telling my truth, helping women just like you know, use the power of their voice, turn their passion into a platform, and more importantly, into something that is sustainable, that can really not only change your business, but change your life. That is sort of what I've been able to do and what I get to do on a daily basis. My clients, waking up to them, like waking up to messages from them have been, it's been tremendous. And so in terms of updating why I haven't been on YouTube so much, I have been on social media. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me in my Facebook group, which is completely free, by the way, I'm in there pretty much every day, sharing things, engaging with people. So if you are wondering where I've been, it's not that I've been absent, I've just been present on social media in other ways. And so if you want to kind of get a little bit more insight into my business and what I do, or get some free advice, or whatever the case is, then the Facebook group is probably going to be the best way. I also share things in my emails as well. Like I send emails once a week and just kind of encouraging people, helping people, giving them some tips and advice and things like that. But I just want to say, like, YouTube has been the way that I've been able to do that, and video in particular has been kind of my ticket to, like I said, platform, and being able to share my message with literally millions of people all over the world. And it's been an incredible honor and incredible pleasure, and I get to do more of it, bigger, better. I mean, we're going mainstream with the message. If I told you some of the people that I've met with over the past few weeks, or some of the ideas that other people have had with where to take business, I mean, it could blow your mind, because it blows my mind, but not like in a surprising way. it's just in a like a, wow, this is awesome kind of way. So I wanted to share that and let you guys know what happened there. I went to the Philippines for a few weeks, which was a whole nother thing because in 2015, I spent Christmas alone. I talked about this in my Facebook group, but I spent Christmas alone, and I sort of made a vow that I would never do that again. One of the reasons why I couldn't spend Christmas with my family in the Philippines is because I really just couldn't afford it. At that time, I was working a 9-to-5 job, living pretty much paycheck to paycheck. Even though it was a good job, I wasn't able to experience life the way that I wanted it. I wasn't able to have the freedom, the financial freedom especially, that I needed in order to go to the Philippines for an extended period of time. And so I just remember on that Christmas, like sitting and eating my quesadilla and like crying, going, oh my gosh, like my family is having such a great time and I can't afford to be with them. I don't have the money to just pick up and go, you know, at the drop of a dime. And so last year, it was so awesome because I got to go to the Philippines. I went for 3 weeks, which is the longest that I've ever been in since I was a child. And so I was there for 3 weeks and it was amazing. I got a chance to just treat my family and take them all over the place and, you know, out to eat and stuff like that, hang out with friends. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen some of those pictures, or I talked about it in an email that I sent out as well. But it was an amazing trip. I think it was much needed at the time that it came, because one, it was a promise that I'd made to myself. Like in 2015, I said, this will be the last Christmas to a business class, a first class experience, which, I mean, as an adult in her 30s, it is an honor to be able to do that for my mom. Like, she took care of me my whole life, right? She sacrificed so much. And so to be able to give that back to her in that way, I mean, she was surprised. She had no idea. When we got to the airport, she was like, what are we doing? Like, why are we in this line? Like, everyone else is in that line, and oh my gosh, everything is like first class and it's priority and all that stuff. And so she had just a ball. I mean, it was my personal goal. Like, it's been like a childhood dream to be able to fly in first class or business class to the Philippines, simply because of the bed. Like, I get a bed. I can't sleep sitting up. Like, some people can sleep in cars, they can sleep anywhere. I need to be like horizontal, and it needs to be completely dark. So and flying to the Philippines is like a 24, 28-hour adventure. And so I really was like, okay, I need a bed because I cannot arrive exhausted. Like, you know, because that's how I got sick. Last time I went to the Philippines in 2014, I was sick and I got bronchitis because I think I was just exhausted. And so I wanted to have this experience for myself, but also more importantly, to be able to provide this experience for my mom. She had an amazing time, and she was like, oh, I'm gonna tell everybody that I'm only traveling with you from now on. I mean, she was so cute in her little pod with her little bed and her little mask and stuff. I inserted some pictures if you could see, but that was like the highlight of my entire holiday season, is being able to do that for my mom, because she's just, you know, sacrificed so much for me. And it's like I know that she would never do that for herself. And so for me to be able to do that as an adult person made me feel really good. So I think I've talked about all the major updates. I will keep everybody updated. If you want to know kind of what's coming up, the conferences I'll be speaking at, where I will be, the masterminds that I'm going to hold in your city, because I'm doing that all over the country this year, then follow me on Instagram. That's going to be probably the best way, because that's where I post everything, but also my Facebook group, and then email, of course, because that is where, you know, people get the bulk of the updates. I don't always get the opportunity to sit in front of a camera and film a video for YouTube, just because it's a little bit more involved than like me just putting something up on social media, right? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is teeth whitening. It is by Smile Brilliant. I've done an entire video about Smile Brilliant, and because they're just Smile Brilliant. But basically, it is teeth whitening at home. It is like the professional kind, but you get to do it at home, and you get custom trays. Now, a lot of times when you do teeth whitening and you're doing strips or something, you don't get into all the crevices because, you know, it's a strip. It's not custom made. These are custom made to your own mouth, right? And so it's gonna curve around all the nooks and crannies. So when you insert the gels come in, you know, little syringes like this. When you insert the gel inside of your trays, it's really gonna, you know, you have the opportunity to get it like all over your teeth and everything like that. It comes with a whitening gel and a desensitizing gel. They both look like syringes. It's super easy to use, and you can keep these on your, like in your mouth for up to 2 hours. They're pretty comfortable. Like if I have them in, I can like do whatever. Like I can read a book or I can watch TV, and a lot of times I just forget. It doesn't, if you have sensitive teeth, you might feel something, but I don't have sensitive teeth, and so I can keep them up for, you know, an hour or two, and it's totally fine. There's a desensitizing gel that you put on afterwards to kind of replenish any minerals that you've lost during the whitening process. You also get this really cool container where you can keep your you know, custom trays in there. So anyway, I just wanted to mention it because I used it a lot over the holiday season. Obviously, I was going out of town, I was seeing family, I, you know, had holiday parties, and you want to take pictures and you want to make sure your smile is ding. I'm gonna go through hair stuff next. This was a product that was given to me by a client who is now my friend and a business partner. It is by a company called Every Strand, and it is Simply Curls curling cream. This is the best curling cream I've ever used in my entire life. I am not exaggerating. I bought this with my own money. She gave me one, and then I took that to the Philippines, used it up. I purchased another one when I got back. The very best curling cream I have used ever. Every Strand, coconut oil and shea butter. It just holds my curl so amazingly well for days. And I don't even know what else to say about it other than it's amazing. You can get this from Amazon. I will put the link below. But my client has also been able to get this into other stores as well. So I think it's in Walmart for sure. I don't know where else, but if you're at your local Walmart and you're looking for a curl cream, this is awesome. You need to get it. Second, I've been my hair, not right now, but I've been wearing my hair more curly because I'm trying to just kind of revive the curl. Half of my head is like straight and then half is curly because this part's growing in now. But I've been using this, or I use it twice. It was sent to me by influencer. It's called Diva Curl Build Up Buster. It is, you've heard of micellar water that you use to clean your face and clean your makeup. This is micellar water for your hair, which means that it cleans up like any buildup that you have. And if you have curly hair, you know that you're using a lot of products. And so sometimes with the products, with hard water, you can get buildup and it causes dull, lifeless hair. It can also cause your hair to break and be extra damaged. And so it's really important to clarify your hair. And yes, you can use a clarifying shampoo, but clarifying shampoos often contain harsh sulfates. This is micellar water. You're supposed to like put it on your scalp and stuff, but like I just put it everywhere. I just gotta put it all over my hair and then rinse it out. And I find that it does make it like a nice, clean, but not stripped clean, like the way that it would be if I used a clarifying shampoo. So it's very clean. It does remove the buildup. Thank you, Diva Curl, for that, because that is awesome. Fragrances. So this has been my fragrance of December, I think, in January. It is, sorry that it's a little bit messy. It's because I had to tape it when I took it to the Philippines, like to make sure that it didn't break or spray. But it is by Bulgari, and it is coral, and the name of it's coral. It smells so good. It's like a fruity floral. You guys know I've done videos on fragrances before, and you guys know that I love fruity floral kind of scents. This is perfect. It's very fresh. I get compliments on it all the time. People will be like, what are you wearing? What is that? It smells so good. So this is Bulgari Coral. And also I want to talk about Soap and Glory. I love Soap and Glory. They I feel like I haven't talked about them enough, but they have some really awesome products, particularly their body butter. This body butter is interesting because it has, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, I'll try to show it on camera, but it has like a sparkly sheen diamond finish to it. Yeah, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but it's called I got it all over the place. It's called the Righteous Butter, which is the normal body butter that they have, but it says with Diamond Dust Complex, which is super smoothing and skin illuminating. So it gives like a nice illuminating finish to the skin. Some of the diamonds I think are a little overkill and a little bit chunky, but in terms of the smell, I love it. It smells really fresh. And in terms of how it moisturizes, it's always very good. So I recommend this. You can get the regular one, you can get this. I've used them both and I love them both. So Soap and Glory, thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about skincare. This is a skincare line. I mean, it was sent to me a while ago and I use it a little bit in the summertime, but then I feel like the way that it was formulated would be so much better in the winter time when it got a little colder. Now I'm saying winter very like liberally because this is Miami and it doesn't get that cold, but over this last few weeks it's been like in the 50s at night. And so the product or the line is called Charlotte Lacroix. I think that's how it's pronounced. And I have been using the firming day cream, the firming face serum, and the renewal eye cream. Now here's the thing, I don't use the day cream during the day. I actually use it at night because it's very thick. It's like a thick consistency, and I feel like, I don't know, it moisturizes so well that I use the serum first, then I put this on top, and then the eye cream on top of that, like underneath my eyes. The products are terrific. They are made from really high quality ingredients, and I'm gonna put the website down below. But if you're looking for like a new skincare line that features some organic, natural ingredients that are really hydrating and very good for your skin, I have normal skin, normal to dry, really just normal. And this works really well for me. It's super hydrating, especially right now that it's winter and it's cold outside. You're gonna get just plump, hydrated skin from using these products. So I would recommend them. I don't think they're sold in stores. I think it's only sold on their website. So I'll link that below if anyone's interested. My favorite out of these three would be the face serum. I love face serums. So I'm gonna go over the makeup that I've been loving. I took a lot of this with me to the Philippines because it's just easy and breezy, and I've just been loving them. And the first one is by Becca Cosmetics. It's their Shimmering Skin Perfector, like the duo, where you get the highlighter and the blush. And this is the highlighter that's in Prosecco Pop. And then the blush is in Pamplemousse. So really pretty. It's really pretty to the eye. I love the color of this highlighter simply because it's a warm toned highlighter and not like a pink highlighter, so it works well with my skin since I do have more of a yellow olive base. Don't know if I've talked about this. I think I've talked about it on Instagram or maybe Snapchat, but it is the Born This Way concealer. It's really hard for me to find yellow-based concealers in the deeper skin tone. I feel like a lot of cosmetics, when they are doing darker shades, they tend to lean on the red side. As you can see, I do not have red undertones. I have very yellow, you know, olive yellow undertones, and so I can't use red, even if they're like my, you know, in my range. I can't use a red-based concealer or a red-based foundation because it just looks funny on me. It looks like I'm a floating head, even if, you know, it's my color. And I don't want to go lighter because then I'll really look like I'm a floating head. So this is great. I feel like a lot more companies are starting to come out with concealers that do lean more yellow, especially like in the medium to dark range, which is terrific. Thank you. And so this is by Too Faced Cosmetics. This is my second tube of this. It is the Born This Way concealer in the color tan. It is perfect for underneath my eyes. Not when I'm necessarily trying to do a lot of highlighting, but just enough to cover up dark circles and give me a little bit of a highlight. And I just top that off with, you know, a banana powder or a buttercup powder or whatever, and it sets really nicely. For me, with the primer, this lasts all day. It is a light to medium concealer, so if you have super dark eye bags, then this is not what I would recommend for you. But if you're just looking for something that, you know, will give you an everyday look, then definitely recommend this. Lastly, let me talk about these two lipsticks that I've been loving by Bite Cosmetics. Here they are. And they are shades of brown, as you can see, because I've just been kind of obsessed with brown shades. I think that whole 90s look with the brown lipstick has been really in. And so I got these from Bite Cosmetics. I purchased them myself from Sephora, and I got it in Honeywheat. This is in Honeywheat. And then this is in Cocoa. They are mostly matte. I would say like a matte shade, but not the kind of matte that you're like, this is really drying. But it's matte and the staying power is pretty decent. You will have to reapply after you eat or, you know, drink a lot of beverages, but for the most part it stays on. And I love the packaging. It's like a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. So it's like, you know, like squared off at the top, like just kind of leveled off. And then it has the magnetic closure, if you can hear that. So yeah, so it's gonna stay put if you have it in your purse. The lipstick cap isn't gonna pop off because it does require a little bit of effort to, you know, unmagnetize the magnet. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about is this thing here. Now you're probably like, Tracy, what is that just random orange piece of fabric? This is by a company called Cover My Curves, and they did send this to me, and I thought that it was so genius when they reached out to me and they said, hey, you know, I just want to, you know, get this product out there. I think it could be really beneficial. Would you mind taking a look and seeing, you know, if it's something that you'd be interested in? And I was like, sure. And I never guarantee a video for products that I'm sent, you know, just for free, like PR companies. Vloggers generally, if here's a tip, don't guarantee a video. You know what I mean? Like, get the product first, see if you like it, and then negotiate whether or not you're gonna do a video on it. But when she showed me pictures of this, I was like, oh, I would absolutely feature that in a video because I think it's so smart. And I know a lot of women who would probably get some great use out of it. So it's called Cover My Curves. You use it at the gym, whenever you're doing any kind of activity. If you have on, you know, yoga pants or tights or whatever, I think that this is perfect for gym wear because I know that a lot of women, you know, want to cover their hind region when you're at the gym and you don't want everybody just kind of looking at all of your curves. So having something like this that you can just tie around your waist, I think is so smart because you're able to maintain your modesty if that is something that you like, or, you know, just not be self-conscious about people looking at your butt, because let's be honest, when you're at the gym trying to work out and all you want to do is just have a good workout and then guys are looking at your butt, it can make you a little bit like, really guys, like, really, can I do my squats without you looking at me? So I get it. I think it's a really smart idea. And also because sometimes if you're wearing like a light colored underwear, no matter what kind of yoga pant or gym pants you're wearing, if you're doing squats, people can see your underwear. And so I think having this on is great. It also comes with these tabs on the side, which is super cool because you can put a gym towel through them, right? It's like this. So you can put gym towel through it, or you can put your keys in there. And I think it's just so smart to have something like this. Now, I think most of her sizes are for plus size women. When she reached out to me, I said I wear normally a 4 to 6, and so she sent me a sample size. I think if more women reached out to her and said, hey, I would love one of those, can I get one? And if you are on the smaller range of sizes, then maybe she will be more inclined to make sizes, or to make these in sizes that, you know, would fit other women and not just plus size. There you have it. Those are my favorites, my current favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that it was long. Sorry about that. I'm gonna make some shorter videos coming up very soon. Take care.